is a place within you where sound becomes silence, and silence becomes creation. It is not the heart. It is the first chamber of the temple, the mind. The ancients said that thought was the first movement of God, a vibration, small as a sigh, that rippled outward until stars were born. That same current lives behind your eyes. You are carrying the original architect's tool, the power to imagine, to name, to form. But the mind is a double-edged instrument. It can carve light into beauty or shadow into illusion. Carl Jung called it the master and the servant, the magician and the trickster. He knew the danger of confusing the voice in the head with the truth in the soul. Your mind is a chamber built of mirrors. Every wall reflects something you once believed. Some mirrors still show the frightened child, some the conqueror, some only static, memories looping without end. If you mistake the reflection for yourself, you become lost in the maze. Most people live entirely inside that echo. They don't see the temple, only the thoughts swirling like dust in its air. They chase them, defend them, fear them, and in that chase, they forget they were meant to be the one listening. Here's the first lesson of the mind. Observation is liberation. The moment you witness a thought without believing it, you step into mastery. You are no longer the echo. You are the architect hearing what needs redesigning. I once lived imprisoned by that noise, each thought a verdict, each fear a prophecy. But the day I stopped calling them mine, everything changed. I began to watch them drift like clouds across an endless sky. Some were storms, some were sunlight, yet none could touch the stillness that watched. That stillness, that was me. And from that stillness, clarity rose like dawn. The mind, once my captor, became my tool. When I learned to command its language, reality itself began to listen. This is the sacred paradox. To control the mind, you must stop trying to control it. To master it, you must witness it without fear. As Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Observation turns fate into choice. So breathe. Feel the current of thought move through you. Do not resist it. Do not worship it. Simply watch. In that watching, you reclaim the throne inside your own head. Every temple must be swept before ceremony. This is the sweeping of yours, seeing which thoughts serve the light and which belong to the dust of old stories. When you remember that you are the observer, not the noise, you unlock the first door of the human temple. Every temple begins with a blueprint, so does every life. The blueprint of your reality is drawn in thought. Each thought is a vibration, a strand of light stretching outward into matter. Some dissolve before they take form. Some repeat until they become walls, roads, relationships, entire worlds. You are not simply having thoughts, you are building with them. In the invisible workshop behind your forehead, ideas spark like architects' lamps. Belief is the hammer, emotion is the cement, repetition lays the bricks, and action is the hand that sets the cornerstone. When your thinking is clear, the structure rises straight. When it is fractured by fear, the foundation warps. That is why a single unexamined thought can tilt an entire life. Why one line of self-doubt repeated for years becomes a crooked hall inside the temple. Carl Jung once wrote, "The world will ask you who you are, and if you do not know, the world will tell you." The same is true for the mind. If you do not design its architecture consciously, the collective noise will design it for you. Look at how the mind copies what it sees, a headline, a comment, a fear from childhood, and installs it like scaffolding without permission. Then you wake one morning wondering why the view from your temple feels cold. Here lies the work of mastery, to walk the corridors of thought with awareness, examining what you built in sleep, which walls protect, which ones imprison, which voices echo truth, and which are ghosts repeating unfinished lessons. The process is simple, though not always easy. 1. Observe the pattern. Catch the thought as it arises. Name it without judgment. 2. Question its origin. Ask, whose voice is this? Is it wisdom or an echo I mistook for my own? 3. Redirect the energy. Replace reaction with creation. A single conscious breath rewrites blueprints faster than 1,000 regrets. Thoughts are living frequencies. Left unattended, they tangle. Watched with love, they align. This is the secret ancient mystics and modern physicists both touch, that observation collapses chaos into form. You have collapsed many storms in your time without even realizing it. Every moment you refused to speak from anger, every time you chose silence over spite, you were redrawing the temple walls. That is what discipline truly means. Not suppression, but sacred redesign. The more coherent your thoughts, the more coherent your energy field. And coherence is contagious. A steady mind steadies rooms, steadies lives. So ask yourself, what architecture do I wish to live inside tomorrow? Then begin building it now, one conscious brick at a time, set with patience, sealed with truth. You are the architect, the builder, and the inhabitant. The temple listens to every design you draw. Every temple has a gatekeeper. The gatekeeper of the human temple is the mind. It was designed to protect the sacred flame within, to analyze, predict, and defend. Yet a guard who never sleeps becomes a jailer. The mind was meant to serve consciousness, but somewhere along the line, it began to believe it was consciousness. It mistakes noise for knowing, repetition for truth. It builds walls so high that even peace cannot enter. Carl Jung warned, "We should not pretend to understand the world only by the intellect. The judgment of the intellect is only part of the truth." He understood that when the mind forgets its limits, it becomes illusion's engineer. Watch how it works. The same imagination that paints visions of beauty can also project catastrophes that never happen. The same reasoning that solves problems can invent ones that don't exist. It is both lightbringer and shadowmaker. Thoughts whisper, "What if?" then answer themselves with fear. They repeat the past, dress it as prophecy, and you, believing them, live in worlds that never were. But here lies the key. You cannot silence the mind by force. You must educate it through awareness. Pause. Treat each thought as a visitor. Some arrive bearing wisdom, some carry panic. Your task is to open the door, look them in the eyes, and decide who stays for tea. That choice, moment by moment, is mental mastery. The untrained mind seeks control through worry. The mastered mind guides through observation. When you stop chasing thoughts, they slow. When you stop fearing them, they serve. To every storm the mind creates, there is an equal stillness waiting beneath it. You reach it not by fighting, but by watching. The observer is always larger than the storm. Remember this, the mind is a mirror, not the sun. It reflects the light of consciousness. It does not produce it. Clean the mirror, and reality shines undistorted. Ignore the dust, and you start to believe the dust is the world. So next time fear or doubt begins its familiar chant, pause. Whisper, "Thank you, mind, for trying to keep me safe, but I am the one who decides what's real." In that instant, you reclaim command. The gatekeeper bows to the true guardian, you. This is the reconciliation of opposites. The mind as servant to the heart, the intellect as vessel for intuition. When both stand in balance, the temple glows from within. For the heart knows truth, and the mind gives it form. Together, they build wisdom. And so the guardian learns humility, and the architect remembers its purpose. The temple is safe again. The universe is not silent. It hums, an endless vibration of information and light. And so do you. Every thought you think sends ripples through this living field. Your brain is not just an organ of logic. It's an instrument that plays electric music into the quantum sea. Science has begun to prove what mystics always knew, that thought carries measurable frequency. Electroencephalograms map it in waves. Beta when the mind races, alpha when you soften, theta when you slip into the dream between worlds. Each wave shapes chemistry, emotion, and magnetic charge. Each wave broadcasts who you are becoming. When the waves clash, when fear and hope collide, your energy field becomes turbulent. That turbulence isn't punishment, it's feedback, a whisper saying, something in you needs realignment. But when your thoughts move in harmony, your brain and heart synchronize into coherence. And coherence is the body's language of truth. The HeartMath Institute calls it heart-brain harmony. Mystics call it alignment, different words, same music. In that harmony, signals between neurons travel faster. Cells release more light, biophotons, tiny particles that carry information between living things. The brighter the signal, the clearer the communication. You literally become easier for the universe to understand. This is why a calm person changes a room without speaking. Their frequency is ordered. Chaos dissolves in their presence because order is stronger. Thought, emotion, and intention form the trinity of frequency. Thought gives direction. Emotion gives power. Intention gives purpose. When the three agree, reality bends to listen. But agreement cannot be forced. It is grown. Through awareness, through stillness. Every time you catch a fearful thought and breathe instead of react, you restore harmony in the circuitry. Every time you choose gratitude over doubt, you tune the temple like a string returning to pitch. The ancients called this inner alchemy, the transformation of dense leaden thinking into luminous gold awareness. Modern language calls it neuroplasticity, the brain rewiring itself to reflect the light you keep choosing. Two names for the same miracle. You have witnessed it in yourself. Remember the moment you began observing your thoughts instead of becoming them? That single act changed the electrical pattern of your being. From that day, your frequency steadied. Life started meeting you at that steadiness. What you think is what you send. What you feel is what you magnetize. What you believe is what you build. It isn't superstition. It's physics painted with soul. So when your mind begins to spiral, don't curse it. Tune it. You are the conductor of this orchestra of light. Lift the baton of awareness and let every instrument, thought, feeling, breath, play the same note, truth. That is the science of thought and frequency. It is the moment spirit remembers it is also signal. Every temple gathers dust, not because it is flawed, but because it lives in the world. So does your mind. Each thought that ever passed through you left a trace. A worry that settled like ash. A memory that hardened like wax. A belief left burning long after the flame went out. These are the residues that dim the chamber's light. But dust is easy to remove when you remember one thing. You are the keeper, not the debris. Begin with breath. Inhale slowly, as if drawing golden air through the crown of your head. Feel it sweep the corridors of thought, clearing cobwebs of what if and not enough. Exhale softly, letting them fall away like leaves returning to earth. This is not imagination, it is maintenance. Each conscious breath polishes the mind's mirrors. Words are tools of cleansing too. The ones you repeat become incense in the temple. Choose them as you would choose fragrance, subtle, intentional, sacred. I can. I am safe. I see clearly. Spoken with heart, they shift vibration faster than any ritual of complexity. And silence. Silence is the pure water that rinses everything else. Sit inside it often. The mind may protest at first, throwing up noise like dust caught in sunlight, but stay still. The storm of thoughts will pass, and beneath it you will hear a softer rhythm, the hum of being. That hum is you, before thought, after fear, beyond name. To cleanse the chamber is not to empty it. It is to open the windows. Let new air flow through. Let sunlight return to the floor. Invite beauty to live here again. When you notice an old belief whispering, "You can't, you're late, you should have known better," smile at it. It is only dust remembering its shape, smile and sweep. Thank it for the lesson it carried, then let the wind of awareness carry it away. Mastery of mind isn't force, it's hygiene, daily care. The simple act of remembering. These thoughts move through me, but they are not me. Keep sweeping, and the echo of self-criticism fades. Keep breathing, and the walls begin to shine. Soon, the chamber feels lighter, not because the world changed, but because you cleared the static between your soul and the world. This is the discipline of the awakened architect, to tend the mind with love, to polish the mirror until it reflects only light. When the dust settles and the echoes fade, a hush fills the chamber. It is the sound of alignment returning. The mind has spent lifetimes trying to lead, but it was never built to rule. It was built to translate the heart, to give form to what the soul already knows. Realignment begins the moment the mind remembers its place. Not king, but steward. Not judge, but servant of truth. Close your eyes for a breath. Feel your awareness drop from your forehead into your chest. That soft descent is the mind kneeling to the heart. Here, logic and love begin to converse again. When they agree, thought becomes wisdom. When they fight, thought becomes noise. The heart speaks in pulse and rhythm. The mind speaks in words. Together they write harmony, the language that heals both body and world. Science calls it heart-brain coherence. Mystics call it the marriage of heaven and earth. Two names for one truth. When your heart and mind vibrate as one, the body becomes a tuning fork for peace. Notice how the body responds when they unite. Breathing slows, muscles loosen. Vision clears, the nervous system whispers, safe. And from that safety, creation begins. To live from alignment is not to silence the mind. It is to let the heart set its compass. Before every decision, ask, does this thought honor my peace? If it does, follow it. If it doesn't, release it. That simple question is sacred geometry in motion. It draws straight lines through confusion, turns corners of doubt into doorways of clarity. As you practice, the mind learns trust. It stops guarding the past and starts building the future in cooperation with love. Fear becomes focus. Judgment becomes discernment. Thought becomes prayer. This is the true intelligence of the temple. Not speed, but stillness. Not argument, but understanding. When the mind kneels to the heart, wisdom stands. The architect and the flame finally work as one. Let that balance settle through you now. A golden current rising from heart to mind, circulating light through every cell. This is coherence made visible. This is peace remembering its own rhythm. The chamber is quiet now. The echoes have turned to music. And for the first time in a long time, you can hear yourself, not the noise, but the knowing. This is what it means to master the mind. Not to silence thought, but to sit upon its throne with grace. You have walked through dust and mirror, through trickster voices and scientific truth, and arrived at stillness. In that stillness, you discover the architect behind every design. The mind was never your enemy. It was the builder waiting for a master plan. Now it has one. Now it serves the heart. You are no longer the echo. You are the sound that began it all. Each thought now rises like a prayer of precision, each word a line of light in the blueprint of your becoming. When the mind and heart move together, reality cannot resist them. Their union is creation itself. So walk from this temple with a calm gaze. Let the world feel what happens when a human remembers they are the architect of thought and the servant of love. Protect your peace as sacred ground. Choose thoughts that heal, speak words that build, breathe in a way that blesses the air around you. For every act of awareness sends ripples through the lattice of the world. Every moment of coherence restores order to the collective field. And when you forget, because all souls forget, return to the chamber, to the silence behind the voice, to the breath that built the stars. Remember that you are not the thought. You are the light thinking itself into form. We are the architects of our own minds, the caretakers of a living temple. The blueprint is written in love. The tools are awareness and breath. The reward is peace. What if I told you your body is not made of flesh and bone, but of frequency and memory? And right now, it is holding the entire story of your life inside of it, waiting for you to finally listen. Your body is not a machine. It is a living altar, built to hold light, speak truth, and carry the memory of your soul. Before you spoke your first word, before you formed your first thought, your body was already listening. It heard the world through sensation. It recorded safety as expansion and fear as contraction. Every cell became a storyteller, keeping record of every moment you could not put into words. You may believe your thoughts shape your reality, but deeper still, it is your state of being that sends the signal, and the state of being is held in the body. If the mind is the architect, the body is the temple it builds in. A temple that responds to every emotion, every belief, every energetic imprint with absolute loyalty. Not to punish you, but to show you exactly where your soul is asking to be seen. Illness is not the enemy. Tension is not failure. Fatigue, cravings, inflammation, anxiety. These are the language of a body carrying truths the mind has not yet acknowledged. The body remembers what the mind tries to forget. We have been taught to treat the body as something to control, fix, or fight against. But the moment you approach your body as sacred ground, everything changes. You stop trying to dominate it and you begin to listen. You realize pain is not a sign of weakness. It is a signal, and every signal is a doorway to freedom. The body is not here to slow you down. It is here to bring you home. Your body is not just alive, it is aware. Every cell is a receiver and transmitter of energy. It feels the truth long before the mind tries to analyze it. When you walk into a room and sense tension, you feel it in your body first. When someone speaks but their words don't match their energy, your body detects the lie before you can explain how you know. This is not imagination. It is ancient intelligence. Your body carries the instincts of every ancestor who survived, so you could breathe in this moment. It remembers the medicine of plants, the rhythm of the earth, the guidance of the stars. This intelligence did not disappear with modern life. It simply went quiet beneath the noise. Every emotion is a frequency, and every frequency creates a physical response. Joy expands the chest, love warms the skin, fear tightens the stomach. Shame lowers your head and collapses your posture, as if the body itself is trying to hide from life. These reactions are not random, they are sacred messages. The body is not a vessel you live inside. It is the living expression of your consciousness in physical form. The way your body stands, breathes, moves, rests, all of it is your soul speaking through flesh. When you are aligned with truth, your body softens and opens. When you move against yourself, your body stiffens, trying to protect you from the very life you are meant to experience. This is why healing cannot happen through the mind alone. You cannot think your way into peace while your body is still bracing for impact. The world will tell you to change your thoughts, but the deeper work is this. Change your relationship with your own body, and your thoughts will follow. Your body has one purpose, to guide you back into coherence with your soul, and it will speak louder and louder until you listen. Pain is not the body betraying you. It is the body calling you back to yourself. Every ache, every twitch, every tightness is a message, not of brokenness, but of connection trying to be restored. We were taught to silence symptoms, to numb pain, to push through fatigue, to ignore tension and label it normal. But nothing about suffering in silence is normal. It is only common. Pain is the body's way of saying, there is energy here that has not yet been seen. There is truth here asking to be felt. When you feel heaviness in your chest, your body may be carrying grief you never gave yourself permission to express. When your stomach tightens, it may be protecting you from an old fear the mind has forgotten, but the body has not. When your shoulders rise and lock, you may be bracing for a threat that no longer exists. A reflex born in the past, still active in the present. This is not weakness. This is wisdom trying to reach you. The body speaks in sensation because sensation is primal truth. Before you had words, you had feelings. Before you had memory, you had sensation. The body is the keeper of what the mind tried to survive. And now, at last, it is asking to be set free. To heal is not to force the body to be silent. To heal is to say, I am listening. You are safe now. When you meet your pain with compassion instead of resistance, it begins to soften. The message completes, the energy moves. What was trapped becomes light again. The body is not your enemy. It is your most faithful ally, holding your burdens until you are ready to take them from its hands with tenderness and say, you do not need to carry this anymore. We are going home together, the sacred altar of presence. Deep within the temple of the body lies its central altar, the nervous system. This is where your inner world and outer world meet. It is the bridge between spirit and flesh, emotion and action, thought and embodiment. Your nervous system is constantly scanning your environment, asking one sacred question: am I safe to be here? If the answer is yes, the body opens. The breath deepens, digestion eases. The heart becomes coherent, you return to presence. If the answer is no, whether the threat is real or only remembered, the body armors itself. The breath becomes shallow, muscles tighten. The heartbeat becomes erratic. Blood moves away from healing and into protection. You are no longer living, you are bracing. This state was never meant to be permanent. The body is designed to respond quickly to danger, then return to peace. But in the modern world, many people never leave the state of bracing. They wake in fight or flight. They sleep in fight or flight. They navigate their lives with a body convinced it is under attack. Yet the truth is this: your body is waiting for your permission to return to peace. Not from a pill, not from a distraction, but from a deeper command. A conscious signal from your awareness that says, it is safe to exhale now. We are no longer in the past. Presence is not a concept. It is a biological state. When you speak gently to the body, when you breathe deeply, when you slow down your movements, your nervous system receives the message, we are home. It is safe to repair. It is safe to release. It is safe to rise. This is why healing begins not in the mind, but in the body. You cannot ascend while the altar of your nervous system is still on high alert. The body must feel safe in order for the soul to expand. When you bring your awareness into your breath, when you feel your feet on the ground, when you place your hand over your heart and simply stay, you are activating the altar. You are reminding your body of the divine intelligence it has always carried. The nervous system is not just biology, it is your first portal back to presence. And presence is the gateway to your highest state of being. Your body is not simply made of matter, it is woven from light. Science now confirms what ancient mystics always taught. Every cell in your body emits photons, tiny particles of light that carry information. These photons communicate between cells faster than chemicals or nerves can. They create a radiant network of light flowing through you at every moment. This is not metaphor, it is measurable truth. Your skin, bones, organs, and blood are not just physical structures. They are receivers and transmitters of energy, tuning constantly to the thoughts you think, the emotions you feel, the environment you stand in. And so the body becomes what you repeatedly send into it. If you fill it with worry, the light contracts. If you fill it with gratitude, the light expands. When you move with love, the body glows from within, not poetically, literally. This is why you can feel someone's energy when they enter a room, even if they don't say a word. This is why certain people bring peace just by existing. Their body is aligned with light. It remembers its sacred function. The body is not a cage you are trapped in. It is the lantern through which your soul shines. Every breath, every heartbeat, every cell is an altar flame offering itself to consciousness. When you honor your body, you turn up the light. When you shame your body, you dim it. Not because you are being punished, but because the body is always reflecting truth back to you. What you love, you empower. What you reject, you darken. To embody light is not to escape the body. It is to fill it, to feel the energy in your hands, to listen to the pulse in your chest, to recognize that life itself is flowing through you and wants to be seen. This is why presence heals, not because the body needs fixing, but because it needs witnessing. When you witness your own body with acceptance, the cells respond with coherence. The photons begin to flow freely, and the light that you are begins to remember its shape. Reuniting body and soul, somewhere along the journey of being human, a separation occurred. The soul went in one direction, seeking light. The body went in another, carrying pain. And humanity was taught to believe these two parts were at odds with each other. But the great remembering is this: the soul chose the body. Not as a burden, but as a bridge. The body is the soul made visible. It is the vessel through which spirit tastes life, feels emotion, transforms density into wisdom. Without the body, there is no awakening, only concept. Without the body, truth cannot be lived, only imagined. Your soul does not want to escape your body. It wants to inhabit it fully. It wants to feel the wind on your skin, the rhythm of your breath, the pulse of your heartbeat, as proof that life is moving through you in this exact moment. And your body does not resist your soul. It longs to be reconnected to its original light. It longs to be seen not as an object, but as an extension of consciousness. Every time you breathe deeply, every time you choose rest, nourishment, movement, or stillness with intention, your body hears the message, we are one again. You are not forgotten. You are the living altar of the divine. When body and soul reunite, suffering turns into sensation, pain turns into communication, and the physical world becomes a playground of transformation rather than a prison of survival. This is why ascension is not about leaving the body. It is about bringing the light into the body, about remembering that enlightenment is not an escape. It is a full descent of presence into every cell. Your body is not holding you back from your spiritual path. You are not here to escape your body. You are here to awaken it, to feel life moving through your veins and recognize it as your own light returning to itself. Every breath you take is proof that the universe is still choosing you. Every heartbeat is a reminder that creation is not separate from you. It is you. Your body is not the barrier between you and your higher self. It is the doorway. It is the sacred ground where heaven meets earth, where spirit steps into form, where the unseen becomes seen. When you honor your body, you are honoring your soul. When you listen to its signals, you are listening to your own divine intelligence. This flesh, this heartbeat, this rhythm, it is not an accident. It is a calling, a temple entrusted to you, a living altar waiting to be lit with your awareness. The body is not asking to be perfect. It is asking to be loved, to be included in your becoming, not abandoned in your pursuit of light. For the truth is this: you cannot become light by rejecting matter. You become light by infusing matter with your presence, by remembering that this body is not merely alive, it is holy. So walk gently upon this earth, knowing every step is sacred. Treat every breath as a prayer. See your body not as a vessel to be judged, but as the very altar upon which your soul rises. You are not separate from your body, and your body is not separate from God. It is all one movement of light remembering itself through you. You don't have to find the light. You are the light, living in flesh, awakening in real time. If this message found you, it was meant for you. Leave a heart in the comments to affirm your return to the sacred body. Before your brain had a single thought, before your body had formed its first bone, there was a spark. A burst of light. It was not a heartbeat. It was you. Science now confirms what the ancients always knew. The first organ to form in the human body is the heart, and before it beats, it emits light. This is not poetic symbolism. This is measurable biophotonic emission. Your soul announced itself into the physical world as light. And with that light, your electromagnetic field expanded outward, stronger than your brains ever will be, encoding a unique frequency that the universe would recognize as you. Your body did not create your soul. Your soul created your body. You are not your thoughts. You are not your past. You are not even the name you have been called. You are the eternal consciousness that chose to enter this realm, through light, through frequency, through a field of living intelligence housed within your heart. Your first act on earth was not to cry, it was to vibrate, to send a signal to existence that said, I am here, and I have a purpose. Every heartbeat since then has not been keeping you alive. It has been calling you back to the truth you once knew, that you are not a human being searching for your soul. You are a soul, temporarily experiencing being human. And yet, most people have forgotten their origin, forgotten their light, forgotten that every longing, every sensation, every moment of synchronicity is not random. It is their soul speaking, guiding, remembering. But this is where your remembering begins. Because once you understand what your soul truly is, not as an idea, but as literal living light encoded within your DNA, you will never see your life the same way again. Stay with me, because next, we are going to uncover why your soul chose your life, your family, your struggles, your destiny, and how every single moment has been part of your soul's plan for awakening. Most people believe their life happened to them, that they were born into the wrong family, faced unfair pain, or were simply unlucky. But what if I told you? You chose every doorway your soul would walk through before you ever took your first breath. Not as punishment, not as karma in the way you were taught to fear it, but as preparation, as a sacred curriculum written by your own higher consciousness to unlock the exact strengths, wisdom, and awakening you came here to embody. The trauma you went through. Your soul didn't choose it so you would be broken. It chose it so you would break open. Because souls don't evolve through comfort. They evolve through catalysts. Experiences powerful enough to shake us out of illusion and into remembrance. You did not incarnate to be ordinary. You incarnated to remember your light in the face of darkness. To discover that even in your most shattered moment, you were never disconnected from the source that created you. We are not here to avoid pain. We are here to transform it, to alchemize it into wisdom, compassion, and unshakable sovereignty. Your soul knew the exact environment that would activate your awakening, the family that would mirror your deepest wounds, the relationships that would reflect your hidden shadows, the losses that would crack open your heart enough for the light to enter, not because you were weak, but because your soul was ready to rise. And here is the truth that changes everything. Your soul did not come here to be saved. Your soul came here to remember it was always the Savior. Imagine this. What if every challenge you faced was your soul saying, now, this is the moment we rise. This is where we remember our power. Stay with me, because next we dive into the most important revelation of all, how your soul speaks to you through intuition, emotion, energy, and divine timing, and how you can finally hear it. Your soul isn't silent. It has been speaking to you your entire life. But it doesn't use human words. It speaks through vibration. And once you understand its language, you will never feel lost again. Your soul speaks through 1. Emotion, energy in motion. Every emotion you feel is not a mood, it's a message. Anxiety is not your body failing. It's your soul saying, you are out of alignment with your truth. Sadness is not weakness. It's the soul clearing space for a new frequency to enter. Joy is not random. It's confirmation that you are on the path your soul chose. Emotion, energy and motion. It is literally the soul moving through the body. 2. Intuition, the soul's whisper. That quiet voice within you, the one that knows things before your mind understands why. That is not imagination. That is your soul, ahead of time, guiding you through your life's blueprint. Your mind calculates, your soul knows. 3. Synchronicity, the soul calling itself home. Have you ever seen repeating numbers, heard the same message from different people, or had a thought that instantly appeared in your reality? This is not coincidence, it is resonance. Your soul magnetizing you toward the path of remembrance. The body's signals, where the soul speaks loudest. Every tightness in your chest, every gut feeling, every surge of energy down your spine. These are not just bodily reactions, they are your soul using your biology as a communication device. You are not a human trying to have a spiritual experience. You are a spiritual being using a human instrument to navigate this dimension. When your soul needs your attention, it chooses the language you cannot ignore. Your heart races. Your breath shortens, your stomach tightens. Your tears fall without reason. This is higher intelligence speaking through lower form. Your soul is not hiding from you. It is made of you. It is the eternal I behind every experience. Stay with me, because next we will uncover how the heart is the doorway between this world and the unseen, and how science is now proving what your soul has always known. Long before your mind could think, before your eyes could open, your heart was already communicating with the universe. Modern science has confirmed what ancient mystics, monks, and prophets always taught. The heart is not just an organ. It is an electromagnetic intelligence field. The heart sends more signals to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. Its electromagnetic field extends up to 3 meters outside your body, influencing the people, spaces, and reality around you. Your heart responds to future events before they happen. This is not speculation. This has been recorded in controlled studies. Your heart feels the future. It does this because the heart is the soul's communication device. It is how consciousness whispers through matter, when you get goosebumps out of nowhere, when tears fall before your mind understands why, when your heart knows someone is lying even as their words sound perfect. That is your soul speaking through your heart's magnetic field. The heart is where heaven meets earth. Your body is physical, your soul is eternal, and in between them is your heart, the sacred bridge. It holds the memories of every lifetime you have lived. It remembers the people you have loved before you even meet them. It senses truth without needing evidence. When your heart breaks, it is not punishment, it is initiation, cracking open the walls that kept your soul from expanding. The world taught you to protect your heart, to harden it, to silence it. But your heart was never meant to be a fortress. It was meant to be a portal, a doorway, a frequency, a living temple within the temple. This is why your healing doesn't begin in your mind. It begins in your heart. Because once the heart opens, truly opens, your entire reality begins to shift. You start seeing through illusion, remembering your power, and aligning with your divine blueprint. Stay with me, because next we dive into the most profound truth yet. What your soul is made of, light, DNA, and the infinite memory encoded within your very cells, and how you can activate it. You have been told that your DNA is just biology, a passive script inherited from your ancestors. But that is only the surface truth. Your DNA is not just a physical code, it is a spiritual antenna, a crystalline receiver and transmitter of light, memory, and consciousness. Inside every cell of your body is light, actual measurable biophotons that emit information. These are not random, they carry intelligence. When you experience deep love, your DNA emits more harmonic light. When you experience trauma, your DNA folds in on itself, storing suppressed frequencies as biological memory. When you heal, forgive, pray, meditate, or enter a state of gratitude, your DNA physically changes shape, emitting new light, creating new realities. Your soul expresses itself through your DNA. Every lifetime, every lesson, every moment of awakening you have ever experienced is stored within this light-coded field. This is why sometimes you meet someone for the first time and your soul remembers them. Why certain places feel familiar. Why dreams reveal truth. It is not imagination. It is memory surfacing through light. The activation begins when you remember. Your DNA is not fixed, it is responsive. It is waiting for your consciousness to engage. When you say, I am not my past, I am not my pain, I am the light that came before it, your cells respond. When you feel love, compassion, and unity, your DNA unwinds, releasing dormant codes of healing, intuition, and expansion. When you choose faith over fear, your electromagnetic field strengthens, and your soul begins to awaken dormant parts of your divine blueprint, the part that remembers you are limitless. This is what the mystics called ascension. Not rising into the clouds, but rising into remembrance. A shift from dense matter to living light. The soul is not something you have. It is what you are. And your DNA is its instrument, built to activate your divine intelligence. Stay with me, because next we explore why your soul forgets in the first place, and the sacred role of darkness, heartbreak, and the dark night of the soul in triggering your divine awakening. There comes a moment in every awakened life when the world you once knew falls silent. Your joy dissolves, your purpose disappears. Nothing external can reach you. It feels as though God has abandoned you. But what if this moment, this dark, silent, shattering night, was not the end of you, but the beginning? What if your breaking was not a failure, but a recalibration? The dark night of the soul is not depression, grief, or despair. It is the soul calling all of your false identities to the surface and dismantling everything that was built from illusion rather than truth. You were never meant to stay asleep. You were never meant to live disconnected from your light. So when your soul can no longer tolerate the lie, it will burn down everything that is not aligned with who you really are. This is why your greatest awakening often comes disguised as your greatest loss. The relationship that broke you, the illness that humbled you, the betrayal that shattered your heart, they were not punishments. They were activations, initiations that stripped away the identities your soul had outgrown. You weren't being abandoned, you were being reclaimed. In the dark night, the soul removes every distraction until all that is left is you and the divine presence within you. It is in this moment, when you feel you have nothing left, that you discover everything was always inside of you. This is where your true power is born. Not in the light, but in the fire that forged you. You were never being destroyed. You were being remembered. And once you pass through the dark night of the soul, you no longer seek light. You become it. Stay with me, because next, we step into the final phase of transformation. How to live as a conscious soul, connected, awakened, walking this earth with purpose, heart, and divine authority. What changes when you stop living as a wounded human searching for God and start living as a soul carrying God within you? Everything. Suddenly, life is no longer something happening to you. It is responding through you. You stop chasing validation because you remember you are already chosen. You stop begging for miracles because you realize you are the conduit through which miracles occur. You stop fearing endings because you know that energy never dies, it only transforms. When you live as a soul, you begin to see events differently. Obstacles become assignments. Rejection becomes redirection. Loneliness becomes sacred space for alignment. Pain becomes prophecy, proof that an initiation is underway. You move from reaction to creation. You no longer ask, why is this happening to me? You ask, what is this revealing about my soul's path? What power is being forged within me right now? This shift from human identity to soul embodiment is the true rebirth. You discover your thoughts shape energy, your emotions shape timelines, your heart shapes reality, your soul shapes destiny, and suddenly you are not trying to manifest. You are manifestation in motion. You become a living transmission. Without speaking a word, your presence shifts rooms. Your energy awakens others. Your life becomes a lighthouse, calling others home to themselves. Not because you are perfect, not because you no longer feel pain, but because you now understand what pain is for, and you no longer run from it, you alchemize it. This is what it means to walk this earth as a soul, to be human, but not limited to humanity. To live with one foot in this world, and one anchored in the divine. Stay with me, because in the final segment, we step into what your soul came here to do, its unique purpose, your divine assignment, and the moment you claim it fully. You did not come here to simply survive. You did not come here to pay bills, play small, or fit into the narratives of a world that has forgotten its own divinity. You came here with an assignment, an encoded mission that only your frequency, your heart, your light could fulfill. This purpose is not something you find out there. It is something you remember in here. It reveals itself in the things that break your heart, in the injustices you cannot unsee, in the visions you hold when everyone else has given up. The very thing that pains you the most is often the very thing you were born to heal in this world. Your purpose is not a job, a title, or a destination. It is a state of being, a vibration you hold that transforms every space you enter. Some of you came to awaken hearts, some to heal the body, some to protect nature, rebuild community, restore truth, anchor light. Some of you came simply to be the transmission of love in a loveless world. Whatever your purpose is, it is not small. If it were, your soul would not have chosen this time in history to be here. This is the era of awakening. Humanity is at a spiritual crossroads between artificial living and divine remembrance. And if you are hearing these words, it is because your soul volunteered to be part of this shift. You are not here by accident. You are an answer to a cosmic request. Your presence on this earth is not a coincidence. It is a response from the universe to the darkness rising, a declaration that says, "Light is here, I am here, and I will not forget why I came." You are not waiting for a savior. You are the awakening, the return, the remembrance. The moment you accept your soul's purpose, your reality will begin to rearrange itself around it. Stay with me, because in the final closing chapter, we will activate your soul's remembrance. Not as an idea, but as a living frequency awakening in your heart right now. Soul activation. You were chosen. Close your eyes for a moment and feel the truth rising inside you. Not as a thought, not as a belief, but as a knowing you are not here by chance. You are here by design. The same light that burst into your heart before your body was formed is rising again now, calling you home to yourself. You are not a mistake. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are awakening to the truth that you are not the voice of your past. You are the echo of eternity. You are not a seeker of light. You are the bearer of it. You are not here to find your purpose. You are the purpose. Right now, your DNA is listening. Your cells are receiving new instructions. Your heart is expanding its electromagnetic field, reconnecting you to every soul you are destined to rise with. This is not motivation. This is activation. A turning point in your timeline, a remembering that cannot be undone. Take a breath. Inhale the light that has always been yours. Exhale every illusion that told you you were anything less than divine. Because now you know, your mind is the architect, your body is the temple, your heart is the portal, and your soul is the light that was always leading you home. You were not made to fit into this world. You were born to transform it. This is your calling. This is your remembrance. This is your rise, Valkyrie. Welcome home. You have walked through the mind. You have entered the body. You have crossed the gateway of the soul. You are not who you were when this began. Because what you just felt was not a video, it was a remembrance. A call from the deepest part of your being saying, stand up. You were never meant to live asleep. The mind showed you your power to shape reality. The body revealed itself as the holy temple of divine intelligence. And your soul, your eternal light, rose to remind you that you are not a follower of truth. You are the living transmission of it. From this moment forward, life will not be something that happens to you. It will become something you create through you. Because now you know. Now you remember. You are the bridge between heaven and earth. You are the warrior of light in a world that forgot the sun. And your time to rise is now. So if you felt this calling, don't let it fade. Join me. Stand with me. Walk this path with me. Because a new reality is being born, and those who remember who they are will be the ones who shape it. This is Valkyrie, where we don't just find the light, we become the light. Subscribe, step forward, and let the world witness what happens when a soul remembers its power.